Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are working on the décolleté, décolletage, some people call it, basically the chest but also the neck. I think it's good for you to know some basic massage moves for this area because so many people neglect it. So they'll spend a fortune on facial products, they'll spend a fortune on cosmetic procedures, they'll then do all these different treatments for their body, and then what do? They completely miss out this area here. And what can also happen is they can go on holiday just through aging, through genetics, through lifestyle. They ignore this area, it gets exposed to the sun, it doesn't get TLC, and it can start to really age quite rapidly. Now, a lot of it can also be down to your luck. As I say, genetics play a part. Some people, their neck ages much quicker than others. Some people, this area goes crepey. You can do some things though to maintain the area. I'm not saying prevent things, but with the right products and some massage, you can definitely help to maintain and nourish the area. But the number one thing I would avoid is excessive sun exposure here. And I would make sure that if you are out in the sun, you've protected it. But in addition to that, your neck and your décolleté, I would say don't spray perfume and then go out in the sun, or spray aftershave and go out in the sun, or use photosensitive products. A lot of essential oils can be photosensitive, so don't load up on anything that can irritate and accelerate aging, because once you've damaged this area, it's very, very hard to get it back into a good condition. So all I'm going to do now is I've just got some very basic, just oil. It's actually is an aromatherapy oil, but I'm not going outside just now. So some simple massage moves that will do you no harm in this area at all. They can be good to do every night, maybe just when you're doing your nighttime routine, or it could also be good to do them maybe when you are applying your body lotions, or maybe just some relaxation me time. So just get your product and effleurage. Now, I'm expecting to see erythema here because I'm stimulating the blood. This is what I want to do. I want to stimulate the circulation. I want to boost lymphatic drainage. Lots of lymph nodes in your neck, in your shoulder area right here. There's lots of lymph nodes under your arms, unless of course some people have to have lymph nodes removed. So bear that in mind too. So that's why I always say, if in doubt, ask a medical professional if your situation is different, because again, you can't just presume that everyone's the same. So I'm effleuraging and I'm working up the neck. You can work down as far as you like, especially if you're out the bath or the shower. Now, I'm expecting, and I already am, beginning to see some very light erythema here. So just keep effleuraging. Notice how I'm almost scooping and working along, scooping, working along. I like to work up the neck, but some people work down, your choice. The other thing I really like to do is knuckles. Stimulating, boosting circulation. If you're wearing a product or trying to get a product to absorb, unless the instructions state not to do anything and to follow a certain way of applying the product, then that's different. But knuckle up the neck, and knuckle at the back of the neck, and then knuckle under the collarbone, and then you can work over the shoulders. Depends how flexible your fingers are. And look, there's the erythema. Again, do what feels comfortable. Then I can do more effleurage. I can scoop up the neck. It's all toning. Don't put too much pressure on the middle because that's the windpipe. It doesn't feel good. If it feels good, you can scoop. That's more relaxing, though it's still beneficial, but it's very relaxing. Just scooping that area. You can work with your fingers. Again, work up the neck. You can work with your fingers again, follow that collarbone. You can then use the thumbs. Sometimes using the thumbs, again, it really helps to get into the shoulders it can be quite achy around this area. You can feel a lot of tightness and a lot of tension. So again, it's all about flexibility. I'm doing it this way, but you could also come over and do it that way. Just cross over. There are so many different things you can do. And then once you're finished, you don't want to be massaging a product in for absolutely ages. So that is basically it. Maybe I would do just one final effleurage just to make sure it's completely in. Look, erythema. Not excessive, not hot to the touch, not absolutely so red and raw that it's obvious there's something wrong there. Just this sort of blotchy redness that lets you know that you have stimulated the circulation, you've boosted lymphatic circulation, so lymphatic drainage is getting a boost, and your product will have sunk in and it can do its work. I've also worked up the neck. You can then continue on and you can use as many products as you like. You can do as long or as short a routine as you like, but basically it's about remembering that this area deserves TLC. Don't ignore it, don't mistreat it, and then hopefully it will look as good as it can. We're not going to get obsessed. Nobody's looking for perfection, but you might help yourself by avoiding unnecessary accelerated aging. But remember, SPF and things like that on this area goes a long way, and don't put anything on that could be irritated. So I hope you found that useful. Always let me know in the comments. Have a great day and I'll see you again soon.